Good morning friends. This is my fourth video. I will talk today about the predictive maintenance. Predictive maintenance is one of the strategies of the maintenance. What you call is helping in the reliability and maintenance of the assets. So predictive maintenance actually you can define that whatever we do, it is not time based maintenance, it is not, you can say, already planned maintenance, or in other sense you can say based upon the some fixed OEM recommendations, like you have to do this thing, spare parts changing and everything in a planned manner, which is known as a preventive maintenance. So predictive maintenance is just, you can say, different than the preventive maintenance. It is also known as a condition based maintenance, and you might have heard the term the condition monitoring. Condition monitoring in the terms of, you can say, can be done online, real time, all the time with condition monitoring. It is particularly related to the critical machineries. There you have a systems like Bentley Nevada where you are measuring vibration and temperature continuously. But what I am going to talk about the predictive maintenance, not only the online condition monitoring, not only the condition monitoring for the health parameter of the machines, for the critical machines, but also semi-critical machines where we are not doing the predictive maintenance or condition monitoring or analysis continuous online. For example, we will take some vibrations measurement or temperature measurement, other things, depending upon some schedule, like every 15 days or every 1 month or 1 week, depending upon the criticality of the machines and the requirement. So first, this is a general about the predictive maintenance and type of technologies. So what usually we are doing in the condition monitoring or predictive maintenance, we are having some technologies. In these technology, vibration technology is there, lubrication technology is there, motor signature analysis is there, you can say ferrography and analysis is there, and other techniques may be like thermography. So whatever we are doing to check the condition of the assets, whether it is a static or you can say rotating, that is known as a condition monitoring. But another thing is most important thing is which is known as a analysis. Once you take the measurement, once you take the data, once you are trending the data, the analysis is a part of the condition monitoring, or you can say predictive maintenance. Plus, whenever you are doing the analysis, you do some inferences, so that may accompany it by what you call corrective maintenance. For example, if you have any problem related to machines and you identified after analysis that there is a problem of misalignment between motor and the pump, between motor and the compressor, or between motor and any other rotating equipment. So what you will do, you have to see that how much severe is the vibration because of the misalignment, and there is this misalignment, how it could be corrected, when you will do, and how you can plan. So all those things come into the predictive maintenance, because until unless you remove the problem, there is no meaning of the predictive maintenance. In other words, you also call sometimes machinery diagnostic, because machinery diagnostic is the part where, based upon the measurement of the vibration, or you can say lubrication temperature, or ferrography, or other techniques, you have some conclusion. That's why it is known as machinery diagnostics. There is a very popular term now known as a health monitoring. Means you are going to monitor the health of the machine, and you can put in some index. Suppose it is very normal, so you can say it is a good, or it is having some problem, but not, you have to do something immediately, you have to trend it, you have to monitor it, and you can keep it in alert. And third category is that you don't want to run for the long time, which is known in our industry circles rough vibration, or you can say rough condition, or unacceptable condition, or very alert condition. So depending upon the type of machinery, type of you can say service, applications, and the severity, you have to take the decision based upon your monitoring, based upon your analysis, what is the next step. So all these things come into the predictive maintenance, health monitoring, or condition based monitoring, whatever you call it, and you prepare it and you remove it, the problem. Now I would like to go into the detail which technology is to be used when. I would say the vibration technology is must whenever you are doing the condition monitoring. Vibration, particularly rotating movement, you have to have measure, because the critical machinery already have some standard systems for measuring the vibration, and these are generally measured, you can say, shaft vibration through the proximeter sensors, and you have some axial positions related to the compressor or pump or turbine, plus you have a temperature measurement. So these 2-3 parameters you are already having in the critical machines. I will not go into the detail of the critical machines monitoring, or you can say analysis, because we have a very state of the art technology is there, state of the software is there, state of the people are there who are the analysts, and lot of focus and lot of concentration is already there. I will give some time for other machinery, what you call the semi-critical machinery, because semi-critical machinery need some, you can say, attention, and where you can put some effort, you can save a lot of money. Sometimes these machines are also very expensive if any failure is there. The purpose of the condition monitoring is you can say to reduce the problem, to improve the performance, to you can say avoid the failure and avoid the downtime. So all these things help you depending upon when you have identified the cause of the problem. So purpose is of condition monitoring is knowing the status of your equipment and in which state it is there, whether it is you can say having some deterioration is already happening, the severity of deterioration, and when you want to take it out. So you have a, you can say, idea, you can have a, you can say type of sense ki how your machinery is performing, what is the health of the machinery at this moment, and when I should take it out. So I was talking about the vibration technologies. It is very good and everywhere it is being used, particularly in oil and gas sectors. We cannot afford to stopping the machines. So I have seen, I am exposed to that area, petrochemicals, fertilizers, oil and gas facilities, and the refineries, where vibration monitoring, you have a gang, you can say people, or you can say group, which is solely looking after vibration measurement and monitoring and predicting based upon the whatever you get the results. So here we have some techniques which is known as a frequency spectrum analysis or time domain analysis. That is a topic of, you can say, detailing we can talk later on. Another very important technology is the lubrication technology, where we are measuring, you can say, doing the oil analysis. Oil analysis is also two types. Oil analysis means the condition of the oil, deterioration of the oil, so that you measure some parameters, particularly you measure the viscosity and temperature and moisture content. So you can know the oil condition, and through knowing the oil condition you can know what next step you should do, because oil is very, very important, lubrication is very, very important. Another thing, what you call technology, we can use ultrasonics. You generally give the leakage. And fourth one, you can say thermography and motor signature analysis. Thermography is also very helpful, particularly in the electrical equipment conditions, boiler conditions, wherever you have the variation of temperatures. So far, particularly static equipment, it is very, very important, but it can be used for the rotating equipment also. The Ultrasonics is also good, and another technology is a motor signature analysis. Motor signature analysis will give you complete analysis of all the electrical motors, generators, and other wherever the problem you can identify related to the electrical equipments. So that's all from my side. I would go into detail in the next videos as and when I feel what content should be there. But main thing is that your conversation, your comments, and your requirement will determine how I will go into and what details. So you are most welcome to ask the questions. You can comment upon it, and you can tell how much beneficial this video have been to you. Thank you very much. That's all from my side today. Thank you.